Alright, round 2 in the same day. It's never happened before. 2 streams in one day. Earlier when I streamed, we were waiting for the patch, but it never came. But now it's actually live. So that is a good thing. First little test. First time I'm testing this. Ancestral Collection of Chaos. What do I get in here? I got 16 Forgotten Souls. All sorts of things. Is there a cache inside the cache? Malignant, Infernal. Oh, Gift of the Tree. There you go. So what is in the Gift of the Tree? This is the new cache from... like this effect here. Rewards a bonus cache when returning Grim Favors. 30 Forgotten Souls.
I can't carry anymore.
30 Forgotten Souls is not bad. Let's be honest here. We take those. We take those. How many? I feel like... okay, I don't have that many Forgotten Souls. I was like... I will have an abundance of Forgotten Souls if I keep this up.
Still got some good in it.
Legion event in 10 minutes. Okay, what do I do until then? Kill Urivar. For some Whisper. Ah. Nectrom, yeah, the game actually... I mean, I don't know if it works. I've been seeing people have issues, especially on like PlayStation and console. But for PC it works, and the patch is live. So the Flurry Helm is updated and everything, and the material, all the changes are actually live. As of like 30 minutes ago. Flurry improvement feels good, Brandon says. Nice. Did he die? I think he died. Okay. I'm doing whispers for until the next Legion event here. So let's find some good whispers. There's not really any obvious ones. Could just go Hell Tides. There's no other, because sometimes it's like Infernal Hordes and things that are very convenient. I guess not. Maybe I'll go and do the Blood Maiden. Hey Tyler, what are you looking forward to testing with us? Daniel says PlayStation no issues here. Amazing, good news. What am I looking forward to testing? I'd say mainly, first of all, Twisting Blades. I want to see the after this Legion event, I'm gonna push 108, and like I've min-maxed this build as much as I can, and I want to see if it makes a difference. I beat 108 in the pit with like 2 seconds too late, so I want to see if this patch makes a significant difference having more attack speed from this new jewel. It's not a new jewel, but it's... wait, where the heart? Oh, what's down here? Gotcha. So yeah, first off, Twisting Blades. After that, I'm not... I kind of like the main change for Rogue is or in the game of this patch is the materials. So now it even enables the concept of trying different builds. So I kind of want to try Poison Trap. Something different. I have yet to do the cooking for it, but I want to do Combo Point Poison Trap. You wonder if you can join my game now? Yeah, sure. What's your battle tag? I can invite you. Until I go pit, you can join. What is the top class this season? For pit pushing, it's Spiritborn. by a very large margin. This boss, I feel like this boss gives some good things now, right? That's what I've heard.
I'm out of energy.
This this hell tide feels so intense. There's like so much going on. I like it. All right, we open up a new whisper, which is good.
Need more time.
All right. Wait, someone has the. They're being chased by the Hellborn or whatever.
Need more time.
Should open this chest in the meantime. What do I get for this? Some forgotten souls in there. Not bad, not bad.
I need more time.
I feel like someone was about to spawn their Hellborn. Maybe I'll wait this.
I'm not ready.
Another Blood Maiden. Is game still crushing? The game is absolutely still crushing. It was kind of struggling today. The patch did not go as Blizzard intended, but we got there in the end. Here we go. That's the one I was looking for. This one.
I don't have enough energy.
We're there now.
I'm not ready.
I would love to play Flurry, but I feel like there's not much to discover. Like, there's only so many things you can do with it. And it feels like in the PTR I did all the theory crafting for Flurry, so it feels less exciting to me. It's like a box I've already opened, sort of. Maybe I should open another chest before I go. Why not? I have so many cinders.
Needs time to
What do I get for these? I get Forgotten Souls and the keys for the pit, I guess. The keys for the pit are now somewhat of an abundant resource. It's not an issue to get infinite pit keys now. Maybe I'll go for it. Like, obviously, the more Paragon you have, the higher you can pit push. Maybe I will do some pit farming at some point. I'm not missing out on anything with Flurry, yeah. Played it a bunch in the PTR, and the only things that have changed since then are the numbers. Oh yeah, I need to get here. So last time I opened this, I got 30 Forgotten Souls from the second cache. It kind of looked like I got... So yeah, Gift of the Tree is right there. 280. Oh, 2 GA boots. Not bad. They're pretty good boots. Yeah, 30. That is another huge source of Forgotten Souls that we didn't have before. The free cache. Maybe all Whisper give 30, but the fact that we like double the value of it is pretty huge. And we got Legion event in 2 minutes. Make sure you go there if you want Forgotten Souls. Gives 180 or so, give or take. But yeah, here's the Flurry helm. It is now up to 100%, which is kind of wild for a helm. It's supposed to be a defensive item slot. Casually, like, tripling your DPS. No big deal. I don't think I've ever done this. I'm gonna go do this Legion event in Nahantu. I've never done it before. And after this Legion event, I'll try clear tier 108.
I need more time.
The open world sure has been laggy this season for me. Never before really experienced it
Time to recharge.
to this extent, at least. Like the map looks so crazy with Subo. Like I'm surprised there are this many enemies.
I'm low on energy. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready.
Isn't it beautiful? We call it the basin. It's built to carry the stuff of souls. Maybe you've seen the empty husks of flesh and bone wandering outside.
Hello.
Interesting. I might have done this Legion event once. Maybe. Season 6. Someone saying my name. They found me.
I'm not ready yet.
Never seen them use this part of the map? Yeah.
I need more time.
How does this work? Are we supposed to... we escorted the basin to recover souls. Okay, we did that. Wow, look how colorful there's like all these sorceresses and druid state. And I guess spiritborns. That's crazy. I'm here as a TB poison rogue with, with no special effects whatsoever. I'm just gonna lean back and enjoy the show. It's like fireworks on my screen. I'll stay within the circle. Don't worry, guys. I got one job here. What do we do here? Additional visitors are preparing their assault. They're preparing their assault? What? I see. Wow. Yeah, these other classes, say. How about them? They got some damage, it seems. This is like, I've never been so carried before. I like it. Yeah. It's funny, like, in order to get rid of my stealth, I need to deal damage in the last 2 seconds. I feel like with these guys around me, there's no time. What is this icon? Dark Citadel. I've never done the Dark Citadel, actually. I've never seen that icon. When it came out in Season 6, I really wanted to do it, but I had like a super bugged Spiritborn character, and I felt like it would ruin the Dark Citadel experience. But now it's been almost a year, and I still haven't even done it once. Sad. Have I enjoyed Twisting Blades or Piercing Shot more? I mean, I'd say Pen Shot I've enjoyed more, but I definitely have enjoyed Twisting Blades as well. Just for pushing, it's very nice. It's not patching for your messed up, but why? But why? Restart Battle.net. You can click on the cog and check for updates, I guess. So basically, with this build, I've lost like how much? 6% all stats. That is like 230 dexterity for I've traded 230 dexterity for 30% attack speed. Should be worthwhile trade. I did something. I killed one of those elites. I don't know if it helped my team, but I hope it did. Oh, these hydras are crazy strong. It's taking ages. Sad. Hope you can get in soon. Before the next Legion event, perhaps. Should be in like 25 minutes, right? That's how it works. Every 30 minutes there is one. Or is it like 30 minutes after this one finishes? I'm not entirely sure. What are these lightning spells? Is it charged bolt? There's so many of them. They're so slow. It's like they're bending time and space. I haven't really checked my... Okay. I was gonna say, I hope I have been using the right mercenaries. Nice, we did it. That was a pretty long 140 souls. I think I got 140 there. So there's probably a range between 40 to 70 or something per chest.
Thanks. Time for our roads to part.
Maybe I got 222. Maybe I just like didn't see it on my screen. That's pretty big. GG. They're spamming material dungeons. And then go Legion and repeat. Sounds like the play. Did they buff PITB with the new patch? They didn't buff it directly, but indirectly by making one of the jewels that give attack speed go cap 2 instead of cap 1. So we can actually take advantage of it. Alright, let's reset the server and go for some pits. This is new for me. Can you quickly explain what you are doing? Ramasta, yeah, so that was a Legion event. Legion events are open world events that happen every 30 minutes. It's like there's two types of ways that Blizzard with Diablo 4 wants to encourage people to play together or run into other players. Or two main ways. It's the world bosses every 4 hours or 3.5, and the Legion events. Legion events are like a 2 to 5 minute long little event that happen. The icon appears and there's like you run there and there's a bunch of other players that are there as well, and you do this little group activity, little mini project. And that was what I just did. And in this new patch, Blizzard made it way more rewarding. So now you get 150 to 250 Forgotten Souls just by doing one Legion event. So they're definitely worthwhile. I could use some more assistance, I just realized. Is there a way for me to get more assistances? I can get intelligence here. This is worthwhile for sure. I'd still benefit from 3 more to all res. Oh, I guess up here there is resistances. Interesting. How much do we want to sacrifice for that? Just 1 more point. It's not the end of the world. But which point do we take? Damage to elites is pretty good. Maybe just 10% non-physical damage. That seems pretty unimportant. Boom. Now we have capped our resistances. Not 112. That will be difficult. Alright. Let's see if we can grab rank 1 again. Should be doable, according to my calculations. We want to fish for decent setup. This is one of the worst maps, so we'd gladly reset that. We're looking for a somewhat open map with ideally melee mob type. And then we gotta be lucky for the boss. There's 3 bosses that we are very happy with. So there's a couple RNG aspects. But we don't need perfect RNG for 108, I think. This is also a bad map. And snakes are never ideal. They're not too bad usually, but we could do better. Wow, that's a lot of mages. I'm expecting basically like a 20% damage buff over my previous pit clear of 107. And each pit increases health by like 21% nowadays. So I'll just try these snakes out, see what happens. So we should be buffed by 1 tier. Pretty decent pack clear of just... I'm just gonna reset this one, but we killed those 3 snakes pretty fast. If we can get a decent double pull with a bunch of trash, we're gonna be soaring through the progression. The goal is to pull 2 elite packs back to back to back. Sometimes it's not possible, but that is the ultimate goal, is to pull 2 at a time. That's why the map matters more. This map is very good. We've got some melee mobs too. Could this be it? Maybe. We'll see if we can do some decent pulling. Wait, why is that DR aura not being... I'm confused with the DR aura. Yeah, okay, got it. Basically, if I hit the enemies with my disintegrate beam, I should remove the DR aura.
Need more energy. Need more time. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Need more time. I need more energy.
Do I stay for this elite? Maybe. Maybe I try to bait him into the next set of elites. Okay. They wallered me in. Successful waller. Gotta give it to the demons sometimes.
Need more time. I don't have enough energy.
And now I think we have quite a few elites in one pull. But it is making it more dangerous.
Need more time.
Definitely can't die.
I'm not ready.
Wow, almost died right there.
Out of energy. I'm not ready.
So I have lost some quality of life with this new buff of damage.
Need more time.
Don't have unhindered anymore, and we also have less unstoppable consistency, at least.
I'm low on energy. Need more time. I'm not ready.
Not the greatest progression so far.
Need more time.
Well, here's a big likelihood of me dying. Because the more DR auras there are, the more damage I'm taking.
Need more time.
Because by removing the DR auras, I create a stacking debuff on myself that leads to increased damage taken. It's very dangerous. So now I have 4, I think, DR auras in one spot. So I take like double damage here.
Need more time.
Another thing that was interesting in today, like the Jewel Guardians never spawn in the pit until today for me. But I'm not spawning them right now because I'm not using that Jewel, but maybe there is an argument for playing that Jewel if I can spawn more elites with it, adding to the progression. It is probably worth it.
I'm not ready yet.
I think I might be dead here.
I'm not ready. Need more time.
It looks like, basically if I pay attention to my poison imbuement stacks, it looks like my character's not really using Twisting Blade that often. And I think it has to do with that I can't reach the target I'm hovering on. because I don't have unhindered. It's an interesting phenomenon that I did not expect to have happen. But I guess if I hold shift, maybe solves it. Yeah, this pull has been a bit disaster. I haven't been able at all to kill the DR or us. Never had this on previous runs. I think I got him. Maybe one left? Yeah, crazy. Trying to think what the strategy is, because 30% attack speed is hard to give up, but maybe I give up another one of the jewels. There's one jewel that gives 20% damage, but I also take 10% more damage. So that one is probably the one that is optional. I could see myself swapping that for the idle one. Maybe I will try that. But 20% multiplier is pretty huge. That was a crazy pull. Took me like 4 minutes. Not ideal. Maybe Astral Pillar is worth it. There's the taunt and basically not having to rely on me being in the right position to remove the DR auras. It's been a big issue this run. Like I can't properly position myself anymore. Like the way I used to when I was young. 40 minutes ago in the old patch. Aspects are still the old one. Mine are working. My new flurry helm, the buff is active on my flurry helms in my stash, so giving 100% damage. And the Legion events that I've done gave the correct amount of Forgotten Souls. Is Rapid Fire dead this season? You've been thinking about trying it. I played it in my last stream with Poison Imbuement, and then I did a tier 90, but I could probably do 95 with Rapid Fire. But it's obviously worse than this and plays very similarly, so I don't see why anyone would play anything but TB with Poison Imbuement. But in terms of the good old classic like combo point Rapid Fire, I don't know how it would perform, but probably around 85, 90 in terms of pit strength would be my prediction. But yeah, I don't think I've actually seen anyone play it in Season 9. Rapid fire, that is, with cold imbuement or physical. Frozen Orb are not modified. I haven't even read what the buffs are to the other classes. Assuming Frozen Orb got a bit of a damage buff. Haven't heard much about that skill in like 5 seasons. Was it that we got that one amulet a couple seasons ago when everyone played that? Yeah, I wonder where this run fell short. Or I mean, like, I couldn't get to the DR mouse properly. I'm gonna check the breakpoints for TB, and maybe I can go one breakpoint less and put in idle again. Yeah, but now we don't have enough time for the boss, but maybe we'll spawn the boss just to get a sense for how long it would take to beat the boss. Valuable data. If we get a decent one. Might as well go for it. Schnall, I'd say it is, but there's a lot of new things to test. It's hard to say what is the best. Our prediction is that the attack speed is better, but they seem to have changed how idle works in the pit. I spawned a bunch of Jewel Guardians in the pit today, which I never did before in Season 9. Did it in the PTR a bunch, but not in Season 9. And if they change that, that means we can get a lot of progression just from spawning more elites. And that would be huge. We'll see, like, I don't know what it is that's happening. I can't tell underneath all the clutter. My TB isn't always working. Yeah, so if for any person playing Azurath, the reason Azurath is a thing is because it double dips on attack speed. So the more attack speed your character has, the more damage it's dealing. Like the number, for some reason, goes up. Like, it's a very strange thing. And then obviously you attack faster too. So that's what the double dipping is. So attack speed is very broken for Azurath. Should be really good for TB too. But now we have created other issues. We basically solved some issues by adding attack speed, but now we have some other issues to solve here with this pit pushing version. So that'll be the next project here. Step 1 is to turn off damage numbers, that's for sure. They are not ideal.
Need more time. Need more time.
Yeah, 30% attack speed is generally more DPS than 6% main stat. But it's not black and white in this game. Just because you deal more damage to a target dummy doesn't mean you end up dealing more damage in the course of a 15-minute pit run. So there are many things to consider. Yeah, basically a boss without mobs takes like double the length of this.
Need more time. Need more time.
Even just the unstoppable downtime in itself is a huge
I'm not ready.
loss. I wonder if I should try playing with concealment. I would lose maybe smoke grenade. Or poison trap, one of the two. The question is how much the knockdown from poison trap is worth it. That's the only upside it has. Maybe it's not that worth it. It's not worth it on the boss. Maybe I drop poison trap for concealment. And then I gain a spellcraft. Okay, so it took me 3 minutes to get halfway. Should take me like 90 seconds for the rest. I die from this, I think, when I'm vulnerable. Maybe that's a good test. It really hurts, hey? Those billions are insane, yeah, that's a lot of damage. Alright, maybe I'll just face tank this. Just out of curiosity. I survived! Alright, let's see how much damage I deal on this stagger here.
Need more time.
think like 1.2 trillion. If I have Sea Hag or something with mobs up, we have full Quacks uptime. Probably popping past the 2 trillion mark. So this fight has gone on for 4.5 minutes. It's kind of like a close to 5-minute fight with a bad boss, which is not impossible at all. I've spawned the boss with almost 6 minutes left pre-patch. So very doable. I got 9 stones back for that attempt. That's actually hilarious. I spent 3 stones, got 9. Okay. That was a very interesting run for me. Good map, good mobs, but still struggled for a couple reasons. How do I get rid of these? Maybe I can throw away some boss materials. Alright.
Some solid bits here.
Am I making minions vulnerable? Yeah, so on the ring I have a chance to apply vulnerable. So my issue is the spell power. I kind of want to try... Okay, I'm going to bring up the breakpoints first of all. Twisting Blades. 138. What if I just go for that? 138. Oh, I remove this jewel. I'm at 120. I'll be 138. Damn. I'm not quite there. This right now I'm at 137.8 with my current setup. So what if I keep the myriad and I try idle here? Five two five 502 525 502. I mean, it's like 5% damage I get from idle instead of 20. Quite huge. But I gain the ability to summon little guardians. I think I'm gonna try it. Do I have an idle jewel somewhere? Maybe I'll just craft another one. Okay. World boss in 40. What about Legion events? That's the most important part. It's supposed to import into the planner what your character has on currently. And no, there's no connection between the game and the planners. You just have to manually do it. Unfortunately. Alright, I'm gonna try idle jewel and see if it's my main curiosity, if it actually spawns jewel guardians. Because it did that all day today. And if it does now in the new patch as well, I will have to use it, I guess.
I'm not ready. Need more time.
So this is not the ideal monster type, but we'll give it a go. Oh yeah, I have unhindered now. That is actually huge. I can't underestimate unhindered.
Need more time.
There's no other source for me to get that, I guess. But the fact that with TB is short range, to be able to pixel pull things to the middle and then stand amongst them with TB, I think is actually like what was the difference maker the last run.
I'm not ready. Need more time. I'm not ready.
Like I should not be ahead of the progression here, I feel,
I'm not ready.
but I am.
Need more time. Need more time. Need more time. Need more time.
Like the fact that my progression is better on this map with this mob type over the last run
Need more time.
is shocking.
Need more time.
It's not good progression by any means, but I haven't spawned any guardian, like jewel guardians. So that has been, I guess, a disappointment.
I'm not ready.
Well, that's one thing I wish with these spellcrafts. I kind of want to use like 3 more, like arcanas. There's so many arcanas I want to use, but I can't use them all for this build. I think there's one that gives you unhindered on there. I want to break barriers. I want to taunt. I want to immobilize. I want to go unstoppable. I want to do it all.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
I think it's a reset. But yeah, it didn't spawn a single guardian. So is it like... Okay, maybe I'll just continue floor 2, see if that has to do with it. Maybe I just saw them spawn... I don't think so. I think I spawned them in floor 1 earlier today. It would be so obvious to see when it happens, and because like I spend minutes with these elites at a time.
I'm not ready.
These guys seem to die really fast. The only problem with this mob type is the ads are ranged and give me almost no progression because of it. So at this point, the idle jewel I would be using purely for the unhindered, which seems super sad. I don't see how that could be worth it. So I'm gonna try to remove it. See what happens. Pretty weird.
Need more time.
Pretty bad start here, and not ideal monster type, I guess. Triple elite with DR auras is hard to chew through. But yeah, that was another thing I consider going Astral Pillar. Thank you guys for the follows on Twitch. I see you. Do we need cutters equipped with gem in cap 2? We do. You don't need anything. Like at this point where I'm at, I'm talking like 5% damage here and there, and one pit tier is 20% damage. So I'm not even changing things that affect an entire pit tier's worth. But I'm trying to reach a breakpoint with cutthroat attack speed. So that is an alternative. So I'm going for 166.8, which is where I'm at with my current setup, which is fun. It's the highest breakpoint, but it is coming at a cost. Which is hard to work around. Let's see, is there... Don't have unhindered from these unless... Right, so here's a source of unhindered. So let's just search, links you to the center of its ocular ruin, grants unhindered. So what happens if I put disintegrate? Okay, so this floaty bubble gives unhindered. Links you to your target, believes... Interesting. You're running dark shadow damage on gloves or the attack speed? I am running dark shroud damage on everything except one piece right now, which is my dagger in this case, but it could be on anything. But I just use my weakest piece to change that out. Floaty bubble versus bloody charm. Disintegrate blinks you to your target. Do I want that? Is there any other effect? Because blinks you to your target and leaves the ethereal column behind while... Interesting. Shakira, yeah, the patch is live now. It sure is. How valuable is Bloody Charm? I don't actually know. Unhindered seems pretty darn valuable as well. Maybe I'll try this setup. Oh, Legion event right now. I just caught it. Begins in 0 seconds. I should be able to make it in time. Yeah, you just need one to reach the highest breakpoint, but that is assuming you have 100% in cap 1 already. So that is a big if. I reached cap 1 by having a GA attack speed starless.
It needs time to recharge.
Run, Mr. Horse. We have places to be. Legion events to attend. There you go, we made it in time. Too easy. Maybe I'll be less carried this time. The lag is real though. Nice. Yeah, there's definitely not too much to change. I wouldn't... If I wasn't pit pushing, I wouldn't change anything with the build, really. Some attack speed is always nice, but not mandatory.
I need more time.
You do pit pushing? Nice. Well then, it's probably worth going for as high of a breakpoint as you can with Twisting Blades.
Need more time. Need more time.
Nice, man. Best of luck with the gear and the fishing. This is a much faster Legion event than the last one, that's for sure. Easy 200 souls. How much do I have now just after 2 Legion events? 800 souls. This is crazy. It just happens so automatically. And you get whispers from this sometimes. Do you plan on playing Sork this season? No, Techcraft. I haven't played anything but Rogue in like 2 years. Actually, I played Spiritborn in season 6 for a bit because it was the expansion and everything. And it's a Dex class. I felt like it's pretty similar to Rogue, right? But quickly ended that adventure to another class, and now I'm back where I belong. Okay, let's try this floaty bubble angle just for the unhindered. It was so missed in my run when I didn't have it. I'm gonna see if it makes a difference. The only other question is, maybe I'll try the astral pillar. I like the taunt quite a bit. A few times I've tried it. It's like another way to pull enemies together. Especially melee mobs. They just kind of gather. It's very comfortable. Oh, I have dash and shadow step. That's not ideal. You glad you stacked up 60 Obdicite? Yeah, it is very nice to not have that be a bottleneck. I think I have 150k or something right now, which is more than I've ever had. And it's been very nice whenever I masterwork stuff now to not have that be an issue. Where was that? Where did that point come from? I think... Hmm. 3 points in there. Something like that. Just came here to say you are the legend. Draken Tempest, thank you. You are very sweet. Hop in here just to say that. What did I do to deserve you? Yeah, exactly. We can finally test more builds. 100%. Let's us play the game for a bit longer. What's up with this map though? This is not the one we want, but what can you do? Are there elites over here by any chance? That's maybe an argument for disintegrate. Unstoppable is so important against those mobs. I love the bandits, but without perma unstoppable, it's borderline impossible. Everything else should be good. We got no execute right now, but we'll see how we feel with it. It should be... This is permanent unhindered, right? Disintegrate blinks you to your target, but leaves its arcane conductor behind. Yeah, that makes sense. Can I actually dash to things now? I haven't really played Floaty Bubble. Not a big fan of the snake life. Take me. Take me. We can do better than that. Maybe it's a big mistake to not run the execute. It's hard to say. Yeah, I mean, this is a bait. Bears are thick. what other workaround I can do. I think holding shift might be the best option. I only had that one pit that gave me confusion, but maybe it's not as big of an issue as I thought it was just from that one experience. This is a good mob type. Can we find elites to kill though? That's usually the issue with this one. This map. Yeah, so here I have a bit of unhindered issues. Holding shift so far seems good. Never want to fight like a lonely big elite like this, but he was right there. And nothing else is close, so had to go for it. Hopefully we get a bunch of wolf elites and stuff like that. Any wolves? Finally some wolves. I love the wolves. How do I get to that guy? Awkward staircase. Why rebind TB to E? Try. Oh, what would that do? Is there some functionality that I've been missing? Rebinding twisting blade to keyboard. Probably go this way. Suss out what we have here. Oops, I almost died. Well, it's going much better when I can make sure I hold shift, because I felt like I wasn't attacking before, which makes sense considering how low range my TB has. Ah, that was a close call. It moves you to the target before attacking. Interesting. Any updates to pen shot build, Ben Byram? I'd say use the mirror jewel in the new patch that just got released instead of the idle jewel. I'd say that's the only change I would make. And then you have to change your catalyst slot to be on your ultimate skill, your spellcraft thing, the seasonal thing. So if you're playing on Eternal or don't have the expansion or whatever, I guess yeah, if you're playing on Eternal it doesn't impact you, but if you are on seasonal then I would do those changes to the pen shot build. Not the greatest progression, unfortunately, but felt better than the last run we had. Oh, I look so dead. Yeah, I like the tech of TB moving you to the target. I wonder if that would still solve the issue, because I think that is specifically the issue. Like, I don't want him to feel like he needs to move to the target. I just want to cast a TB, regardless of where the target is. Talk about living on the edge. My health pool has been like 0 5 times, it feels like. I'm barely executing some of these elites as well. It's actually... it's interesting how, like, maybe I don't get much value from the execute. I mean, obviously get some, but oftentimes the last part of the elites is so fast anyway. The last 20% is like the least time-consuming part of the elites. Ah, Subo coming in with a huge knockback. I mean, these are kind of horrendous mobs. Even the melee mobs have range. That's how you know it's bad. Make that make sense. Okay, I'm kind of glad that runs over. I need to change to these. That felt at least doable. And all we didn't really change anything except for holding shift. But Bloody Charm is something I'd be down to change. My options would be permanent unstable elixir. What would be the most valuable? Maybe I'll just try a few runs with unhindered, see how that feels. But could also run barriers. I wish I could just have permanent unstoppable. That'd be the most valuable thing I could do.
I can't do that here.
Ever tried the master that executes at 40%? I have not. Sounds pretty good. You can rebind shift with right click to attack in place. Rebind shift with right click to attack in place. I'm not entirely sure I follow, but I'm assuming like casting skills with shift. I think I think I should be okay with the whole movement wise. This is a good map to test it on. Not the best mobs, but okay. Instead of hold shift. I mean, I don't see any downside with holding shift in my current setup, but unless I'm missing something. I'm very comfortable with like the whole stutter stepping strategy. But I could see how that might be pretty comfy too. Keep getting these huge elites. What's up with that? Now I don't have execute, which I've never not had. I think this entire season I've always had the execute on. I'm curious to see if it feels really bad or not. My theory is that the execute isn't that valuable, because I deal so much damage by the time they are that low health anyway. Like this elite, for example, would be executed. Well, that was just an unlucky pit spawn with the explosions on death. But the unhindered didn't feel super valuable. Honestly, permanent, maybe just bottled wind is better. We'll try it out. We're in the experimental phase. Most likely I'll end up back with the execute power, but on the boss as well, it will help quite a bit to have permanent potions.
I'm not ready. Need more time. Need more time. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Need more time.
I mean, getting these wolves is always a good thing.
I'm not ready.
Oh, just straight up die to the Hellbound. Hellbound is indeed a very painful attack. But that... I didn't have execute there, but didn't feel like I saved that much time. Or would have saved that much time. Maybe I would have saved like 5-10 seconds, maybe? Maybe 5? And instead I gained bottled wind, which saves... should save maybe a minute in the whole run. Maybe 2? Permanent unstable elixir sounds really good. Lag? That was weird.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Okay. Well, here my resistance is high. I think the unstoppable downtime is killing me there. Here's a good map again to test the comparison of what we have been experiencing.
Need more time. I'm not ready.
This is where lag kicks in. Hopefully we don't die.
More time. Need more time.
I find it very hard to know what's happening. Oh.
Need more time. I'm not ready.
Very good start without any champions and stuff. One huge Spido. Uh-oh.
I'm not ready yet.
Wow, that was super scary. We'll try and murder some trash here and pull the big spider onwards.
I'm not ready yet. Need more time. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Trying to kill the trash, but it's dying pretty slowly. Okay, maybe the spider will go unstoppable here. And okay, and now we book it. Come on, big spider. Another big elite. It's not ideal. Can we find another pack?
I'm not ready yet.
I mean, there's just too much trash here to not stop.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Need more time. Need more time.
Unlucky. Unstoppable. Yeah, those poison pits really hurt. It might be worth putting... I removed my points from, I think it's called Sturdy. It's like dot damage resistance in the rogue tree, which is super powerful. And a lot of times when I die, it is to dot damage.
Fond of people.
Rugged, this one. Maybe I'll take a Sturdy point, put it in Rugged. Could also remove 1 point here. That should probably save me. Are there any ancestrals you need for Twisting Blade that you were looking for? Techcraft, you asked me that before that run. I think I am completely done with the gear for this build. I mean, the amulet is probably the biggest opportunity for improvement. I have a 1 GA good amulet, but if I could get a 2 GA with perfect masterworking, we're talking quite a bit more damage. Like 10% more damage or something. Or even more maybe. Yeah, these shamans, this is not the one. But yeah, amulet is probably the only realistic piece to improve, but otherwise I'd say my gear is really, really good. Even the masterworking is better than I usually have my masterworking at. But it was super comfortable to have permanent potions, I gotta say. And on the boss, that will make quite a bit of difference. 4 points, we're talking quite a bit of damage on a 5-minute boss fight. Get this map again. We have some wolves, and okay, this is very good mob type and everything.
Need more time.
This is like the most likely for me to die though against these daze dudes. The daze dudes are here. The daze dudes, get out of the daze. I'll try to make some smaller pulls because the lag is so unpredictable. I'll just try to kind of kill the elites I run into. At least we got rid of most of the trash here. Should remove some of the lag.
Need more time. Need more time. I'm not ready. Need more time. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Very difficult to kill champions, honestly. It's like my biggest bottleneck in these runs is killing the champions. Even though I have disintegrate with the DR aura removal, it's very tricky.
I'm not ready. Need more time. Need more time. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Thought like I would have died. I guess my poison doesn't linger as long as I'd like it to.
Need more time.
Okay, this might be a difficult pull here, but
I'm not ready.
here we go.
Need more time. I'm not ready.
Crazy scary.
I'm not ready. Need more time.
This is super pushing away the
Need more time.
champions is an absolute classic. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm missing in a run like this. Like it should on paper be really good. Like there's something about my playstyle. I am making big pulls, maybe that's a mistake.
Need more time.
Might be casting too many skills. I do cast a lot of smoke grenades and poison traps and stuff like that.
I'm not ready yet.
Could do that less for sure.
Need more time.
Scary. Scary, scary.
Need more time. Need more time.
It's hard to not make big pulls on this map. All the monsters are so close to each other.
Need more time.
What is happening to my character? Just spazzing out.
Need more time. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Need more time. I'm not ready.
Yeah, I'll try putting TB on another key, see what happens.
I'm not ready.
I don't see how it would make a difference, but I trust.
Need more time.
Execute is mostly valuable on these huge elites, but it's only 5 seconds here or there.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Maybe I can find some more elites. I sure could. That wasn't very hard. They are everywhere.
Need more time. Need more time.
It's funny how much lag there is makes it like basically out of control. It's like I'm watching like an auto battler play out, and hopefully I win. I'm rooting for the guy with the green blades.
I'm not ready.
Picha, how was rapid fire? Did like 95. Mirrored seems good, but it's hard to tell. It comes at a cost. Like the unhindered from idle is so nice, especially for TB, because I want to stand inside a big pull, and without unhindered, it's really hard to do that. But we'll see. If we can clear 108, it is worth it. We want at least 4 minutes on the boss and then get a good boss. Hopefully we can make it happen, but it will be tight.
Need more time. I'm not ready. Need more time. I'm not ready.
Yeah, I didn't I didn't clear 95 personally, but I did like a 90 in like 5 minutes. So I just kind of extrapolate the DPS. Yeah, it's decent. But similar playstyle to EB and worse, so not really worthwhile, but 4 minutes, 350 on the boss. Good boss. Very good boss. And we survive. If we don't get Elias, we might be able to clear it.
Need more time.
She needs to start spawning her little friends. There we go. We didn't get Elias at least. That's good.
Need more time.
I don't know how to get these mobs closer to me though. Oh, GG. Yeah, it's interesting. I have so many mobs there, but I couldn't really get him close to Seahag. But yeah, that and Elias, I really need to dodge it. I'm so squish. Did any builds get a real buff? I mean, Flurry got a bit of a buff, but is it a real build? That is the question. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna roll Unstable Elixir here. Got a +1. On Triple Con, it could hardly be felt. I mean, the Flurry buff is 26% damage. It's 1 pit tier on a build that's already pretty undertuned compared to other rogue builds. So it's Flurry is pretty sad. It needs some more help. Season 10 maybe. I mean, Penshot did get a bit of a buff because the Myria Jewel is now... Oh, nice. The jewel that gives attack speed is really good for Azeroth builds. So I'd say Penshot is buffed. But I mean, everything's like relatively buffed because everything is going to use that jewel, so everything is buffed. But I'd say Penshot probably got slightly more benefit from that than most builds. Oh, this is a cute little room we got here. Oh yeah, I was gonna try TB on a different key. Like I feel like I can't get to where I need to in between these these huge monsters. Penshot already got 200 before mirror changes. It could get 200 but most players wouldn't be able to get there. And I personally only got there because I used accelerating on my amulet. So that by itself is a big damage increase to be able to use it on a different item slot, or like the aspect. For the perfectly geared pen-shot player, then mirrored maybe, I don't know, it's probably still worth it. You can replace accelerating with something else, for which is like a full aspect. I mean, we're talking like 20% damage. It's very good, I think, no matter what, for Azurath. I'll probably do limb testing of Fleur later today, but I'm not too hopeful. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing I keep saying about Fleur, is like I would love for there to be like some missing pieces, or like with TB, like discovering that poison TB can be min-maxed a bit, but I feel like Fleur can't really be min-maxed. It's like all or been done. Feel like it's not less exciting because of that. Maybe conceded on the accelerating slot. Yeah, I mean, if you're not already running it. I think Inner Calm is probably for pit pushing, for pen shot. If you have perfect gear, you can remove accelerating, put Myriad Jewel on, and put an Inner Calm. Or Elements. Or something like that. Or like Frostbitten or something funky. These elites seem to die pretty fast. I think it's definitely the play what I'm doing. What I went and tried an unstable elixir on my amulet. I think it is the play. Chip and its interaction with elements. Yeah, I mean, is it really that impactful? I guess that is the question. Yeah, I've seen that chip bug seems to like multiply your elemental damage somehow. It like makes no sense. Yeah, a couple pit tiers. That makes sense. We need bugs like other classes have, you know? We're talking 30 pit tier worth of bugs. That's what we need. I'm gonna try Inner Calm, push for pen shot. Yeah. It should be pretty good. The only downside with it for pen shot is that we lose Balestra benefits, like by evading. So the uptime is pretty low, but even the fixed 13% is still pretty good. And occasionally you'll get the triple benefit for sure. I mean, there's no way this is gonna work, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna try see if these guys can take me out. Is my current planner load for anyone else? Someone had mentioned that before. I'm gonna see if we have the right link for you guys in the YouTube land. So this should be the URL. So then if I copy that and make sure it's in the description. Yeah, it was I don't know why there was a hashtag in there, but I don't know if it updated. I think it might have updated, but yeah, anyway, even if it didn't update, you should be able to just remove the hashtag from the URL. Yeah, I mean, you get 13% for an inner calm, but I'd say at that point, if that's all you're getting, I'd say elements is better. If you're never benefiting from the triple bonus. But if you can occasionally stand still and leverage that, I think that's a very good aspect. He just got clubbed down. Should definitely try on the first few mobs to generate a couple dark shrouds. Alex Tree, if you try either refresh the stream or just remove the hashtag from the URL, it should work. It's the TB planner, but if you are looking to get started with Twisting Blade, I recommend Ava's guide on max roll, and his pit pushing version is what I'm using here, or he put my planner in. I see like 800 billion ticks. It's pretty crazy on these little elites. This one elite survived so much longer than all the others. What did he do right? He should make some guides for all the other demons. How is the stone's change feeling? Not too noticeable. I mean, I expected it to be like a 15% damage buff. I suppose that seems about accurate. But this pit tier is pretty hard still. Can you send me that talent and build gear, please? Do you mean for what I'm playing right now? If you do exclamation mark TB on the Twitch stream, you'll get the planner for what I'm playing. I think the hitboxes on these are so large, so chunky. We have a lot of champions here. Champion party. Subu likes to make himself heard.
Need more time. Need more time.
Says reconnected to Diablo in the top corner.
More time.
Monka. I must admit, I'm surprised. I'm struggling to get a good run going. Obviously, like, this is a pretty average monster type on a bad map, but I'm not even close to the timer. And I feel like I've only done upgrades to my build in terms of damage.
Need more time.
Maybe I'll go to the training dummy for a second. These guys take me up. You don't have mythic gear. What gear do I put? Fahods, you should definitely go on max roll and use the Twisting Blade guide. It goes through all these different stages. I'll link it to you. It goes through the starting in ancestral version. If you use the ancestral, you don't need any mythics. Even I don't even think it uses any uniques whatsoever, the ancestral version. So I will link that to you. Picha asks, did I play D3? I played it for like 6 months to a year at the start of the launch, where they had the auction house and everything, and the hardest difficulty was like impossible. So I played at the very start, but not after that. Played a bunch of Diablo 2. Way more Diablo 2 than Diablo 3.
I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Is there an indicator for unstable elixirs being activated? No. Other than drinking a potion and counting 10 seconds. But in the pit you have a timer, so if I drink a potion at 14:10, I know I don't need to drink one until 14:000. So that is the easiest way to time it. So I kept getting suggestions to try putting my death trap on. What if I put just death or TB on shift or something? They made dungeons similar to Diablo 3 where different mobs give different progression points. Yeah, I agree with that. It seems like different mob types have different amounts of health and
Time to recharge.
progress the pit differently. I'm assuming it's like the way they did the pit is they program it like it connected to how much experience the monsters give in the normal world or something. That's my guess. Okay, so what happens? So what's the benefit of putting TB on a button like shift? I was trying to understand what chat was trying to tell me, but also I'm curious how much damage can I deal to this. Can you move your character with shift? Yeah. When I hold shift, I move the character techcraft. Because it's like it's the same as like right-clicking TB, I guess. Or is this what it's supposed to be? I walk up to the target, but I think that's the same, right? If I do... Yeah, it's the same as right-clicking, but with a different button. Walk? There's a button for walking? Like, that's interesting. Like, not running, but walking. Okay, I'll try it. I have no idea. I don't see any difference between right-click and shift, but I will try it. See what happens.
Need more time. Need more time. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
You don't do billions like that. I don't know what to tell you. I can go through my gear real quick. And you can compare it if you want.
I'm not ready yet.
Why do I feel like I have energy issues on single target?
Not ready yet.
I'll hover over my gear for you, Dream Inhaler. So we got perfect aspects, triple GA. Masterworked on my twisting blades. Triple master crits. Same on my Starless Guys, that is 2 GA. My amulet, deadly venom, and unstable with corruption. Not perfect, but almost. Techcraft is, I mean, TB with right click doesn't attack in place, and I want it to attack in place. So, it's an interesting thought. But yeah, I want my TB to not move whatsoever, but just actually just cast TB no matter what when I press the button. Let's see. Why vuln damage gems over dot on weapons, by the way, Alex? So dot gems give 48% and vuln gems give 54. So vuln gems are just objectively better in every scenario. It's very strange that they made it that way, but for some reason, even though dot is technically more of a conditional kind of additive damage, the gem is outdated, I think, and provides less additive than the blue gems. It's very strange. But it is what it is. Alright, I got a few more attempts in me. Rebind hold position while you press right click and shift. Could try that. What would dot damage need to be to reach parity in your eyes? It would need to be equal or like equal or higher. Basically in this game all additive is the same as long as you are meeting that condition. So because we're dealing dot damage and everything is vulnerable, it's the exact same stat for our damage. So say on this dagger I have damage over time, and on this crossbow I have damage over time as well. And those rolls could be vulnerable, but they would be the exact same number. And for my build, they would lead to the exact same outcome of damage. So it is pretty strange the amount of different damage types there is that don't make a difference between each other, but I feel like there should probably be a pair of elites up here, surely. Lockdown for just farming, would you still switch to attack speed stone? For twisting blades, I mean, I probably would instead of idle, unless idle spawns jewel guardians, but I haven't seen a single jewel guardian in the pit. But if it did do that, I would use idle over the attack speed. But it is, I'm confused over what's happening with that jewel at the moment. So it's hard for me to give a definitive answer because I'm suspecting some fishy things going on. For pen shot, yeah, for pen shot I would use mirrored stone, the jewel 100% of the time. It's just absolutely godlike for pen shot. So if you're playing pen shot, definitely get yourself a mirrored jewel with, and put your catalyst on your ultimate. Your shadow clone, I guess, would be the spell. And your character should get stronger. If you're not already on at 200% attack speed at least. Better to have vulnerable on the weapons than dot? No, there's zero difference, is my point. The point is that damage over time and vulnerable damage are the exact same number. Like if you get it on a dagger GA, it's 97.5. Both of those affixes, same number, and they do no difference to each other for the build. So it's very strange to me that they are the same number. And that in the gems there, they are not the same number as well, which is very strange. Probably GG.
I'm not ready.
so many monsters over here.
I need more time.
I think this is a reset. Thanks for the follow, guys. So many. They're just scattering. There's too many tunnels and doors, and it's not ideal. What I'm suspecting is that I'm slightly short on attack speed to hit the highest breakpoint, because I'm not feeling 20% stronger, and there is a chance that I'm like half a percentage underneath the breakpoint. Impossible to confirm, or maybe it's not. I could do some testing myself at the dummy.
I'm not ready yet.
Hard pull. Do you think you have too much death trap cooldown? Oh, definitely. I don't think so. If anything, I have too much cooldown because I've tempered on my ring, or masterworked on my ring death trap cooldown reduction, which is not ideal. I think I'd rather have more dex or damage per dark shroud there, but it's not the end of the world. It helps on the boss having poison imbue uptime. The more cooldown we have on our ultimate. Vampire's not great. Why not frigid finesse with all your freeze in, you ask? I almost never freeze with this build. I'd say we have like 30% uptime throughout the pit run, because of all the unstoppable as well. So frigid finesse is quite bad for pit pushing, but it's amazing for speed farming. That's kind of the general thing with frigid finesse. Like the best passive for speed farming, but usually not great for anything else. And on the boss, it's frigid finesse is really, really bad, because I only staggered the boss total of 4 times in 5 minutes. So that's like 30 seconds out of 5-minute fight. We get benefit from it, so it hurts. That's the rogue things. Frigid finesse will always be one of those passives. Great when we can stagger the boss, but bad when we can't. And since the Fist of Fate change, it's quite difficult to stagger the boss. Alright, one more decent map attempt. Let's see if we can get one run in. You mostly speed farm, so good to know. Yeah. If you do tier 4 and speed bits, definitely aim to get frigid finesse in your builds. And with this TB build, I have no direct way of freezing. I only have chill. I have chill with my catalyst, and I have chill from caltrops, but I have no direct freeze. So enemies need to stand in those freeze effect or chill effects for a while, eating into the time that they are able to be frozen. These are not great. I'm pretty done with pushing in general, so I'm thinking Poison Trap is getting closer and closer to my radar as do some testing, and after that I think I'm pretty done with the season. Maybe try out a bit of Flurry I'm going on a trip in a week as well, so won't be home at my computer. So that will cut the season a bit short as well. Not really short. Usually I play less than 2 weeks, I'd say. But this season's been really solid. We're 2 weeks in now, and I've almost played every day, which is pretty rare. And I've only played Rogue. Imagine people who play 5 classes. Like, that's a lot of gameplay. Bad map, vampires. I just kind of felt spite against these vampires. I haven't really killed one in a while, but they deserve it. They're just superior. It's funny because I did 107 in like 5 attempts and 108. I'm probably on like hour 7 of running. Pit 108. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it.
I'm not ready.
Subo just pushed away those leads. That's hilarious.
Need more time. Need more time. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Need more time. I'm not ready.
Are there elites in here? There are.
Need more time.
Okay. Scorching Bone Snapper. What is that enemy? Oh, it's this elite. Interesting. I guess it was probably like a myriad of combination of different effects that killed me. I'm assuming that one guy didn't somehow one-shot me. Could be the case though. Maybe one last desert map Blizzard has in store for me. Just... Oh, I haven't played against spiders in a while. Let's try kill some spiders. Not ideal because we don't have much to pull here, but...
Need more time.
Lockdown, you're hoping Reign of Iris will be better this season? Reign of Iris is very good though. I think it's you might be able to clear higher than Death Trap, so it's like the second strongest build, or potentially third. I don't know how high Death Trap could like actually push, but it's top 3 in terms of pit pushing, and I'd say speed farming and everything. It's like overall very good, but I hear you still. We had season 7 where it was like played by everyone, so I think it's okay for it to not be the top build again already. Yeah, I think 102 Rain of Arrows, but I'm not sure if the damage was done by Rain of Arrows or Poison Trap. I think it was a Poison Trap build that used Beast Fall Boots to like 1-to-1 rotation. I haven't looked into it personally, but that was what it seemed like. Do we have any more elites around here? We do. This crossbow dude, look at him crawling away. What is this? Well, this is a good little room here. Lots of activities. The entire family. Well, that's not ideal. Might be worth it. Yeah, Rain of Arrows is only to activate Beastfall Boots, so that you get the Beastfall Boot benefit on every Poison Trap in the 1-1 rotation. So I wouldn't call that a Rain of Arrows build, I'd call that a Poison Trap build, but that is assuming that's how that player is playing it. Might not be the case. Yeah, these spiders on the orange map would be very good.
Need more time. Need more time. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Need more time. Need more time. Need more time.
No, I couldn't pull these elites. Sad.
I'm not ready.
The elites from the bottom didn't want to follow me. It's the problem with fire elites. They are harder to pull because they have such long animations.
I'm not ready.
And that electric pillar didn't help, blocking them all from walking. Refinement has a lot of weird interactions. It triggers clocks and deaths for cover. Yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's kind of, I guess, casting your poison trap, right?
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Need more time.
It's the only proc that can proc other procs. Say that 10 times fast. Hey, it's true.
I'm not ready. Need more time. Need more time.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably just a case of whenever you can spawn a skill,
Need more time.
that skill has like a chance.
Need more time. Need more time.
I like the angle of just going bottled wind and having more potions rather than executing. I mean, I haven't had that many good runs, but it feels like it doesn't really make a big difference to not execute these enemies. Probably costing me a bit of time in the run, but should save me quite a bit on the boss as well.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. Need more time.
Might not spawn the boss from this. Need like another little batch of enemies. Not a clear, but we could try out the boss.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, the general rule of thumb for sure. Like Azeroth doesn't have a lucky hit, but it's interesting. Like Kanduros evading with Kanduros has lucky hit chance. Stuff like that is strange. Elias. Insta kill. Not a good boss anyway. Probably would have taken me around 5 minutes. I had two and a half ish. So yeah, 108 is confirmed pretty difficult. Lots of respect to whoever gets it. We'll see if I ever get it. Should be very doable with enough pushing. But I'm not sure I will be the one to manage to do it. At least not the first one. I'm curious if Mippy gets his gear together. We have Wismoon from Korea who's got really good gear for TB as well. So we'll see who comes and snags the honorable 108 with Rogue this season. But for now, I'm gonna go hang out with my wife. Maybe play some Split Fiction on the PlayStation. I think let's go over to Rob if you're on the Twitch. See what he's doing. Appreciate you guys. Until next time, sending much love.